Do you ever get stressed? Of course you do. We all get stressed from time to time. But let me tell you something. We all experience stress as if it's the enemy, and for many people it really is because it can be really intense. But there is something important that we all need to understand when we're talking about stressful situations. Stress is not really the enemy, is our perception and our reaction to it. So it's the way that we perceive stress that makes things difficult, stressful, hard, and really like challenging. So when we change our mindset, when we change the way we perceive whatever is coming at us, and we change the way we receive it, then we can change the way we experience whatever it's happening, and this is going to shift completely. So we're going to experience something different from stress, and we can see this when we experience stress, and maybe the another person who's experiencing the same thing gets probably excited by whatever is happening. So where is the difference? The difference is in the way we have perceived that situation. So when we talk about stress, so this is the first thing I wanted to say about stress, and it's really important because um, this awareness puts us in a place of choice and therefore in a place of power, which means that we can choose how we want to experience and how we want to respond instead of reacting to whatever is happening. So when we talk about stress, we know that stress may come from our relationship, from work, from, I don't know, maybe a physical problem that we have. But what if I told you that there are actually six types of stress? And once we can pinpoint what stress we're experiencing, um, we already have more awareness of what's happening. First of all, we get in touch with our needs that in that moment are not met, and from that space we can take action. We can have a strategy to meet those needs and to change our experience, and so not being at the expenses, not being a victim of whatever is happening, but maybe even getting excited about it. Who knows? So let me tell you what these six types of stresses are. Stress number one, spiritual stress. This is a stress that not many people talk about at all. At all. And we are not aware of it. We may think that, oh my God, we stress because whatever is happening. But can we go to the source, to the core of what's going on within ourselves in a very deep way? Spiritual stress happens when our values, our sense of purpose, our goals are challenged. And therefore, we get to be lost. We don't know what's happening because something very deep is being challenged. And so this is what um, occurs when spiritual stress happen. Stress number two, mental stress. Mental stress happens when we stretch ourselves too thin, we multitask, very normal in this society, this crazy society. When a challenge is too challenging for us, or when whatever we're going to do is too boring, this is causing mental stress. Stress number three, emotional stress. Emotional stress happens when our needs, our desires, or our expectations are not being met. And so this is a cause of emotional stress that we all experience. And this can happen also when something happened and we don't know what to do. We don't really know how to face that situation. Or when we don't know how to express our feelings effectively. Stress number 4, that is social stress. That's another stress that people never consider. Social stress is a big one, and it's given by our so called, let's call it, social environment. So, this is the stress that comes, that we experience when the people, basically, the people around us, are not optimal for us. So this is when the people we go out with, whatever, even work with, are not nourishing for us, are not nourishing for our souls, for the way we are, whatever. So we experience stress from this um, undervalued well, I don't know, area of our life, part of our life. Stress number 5, environmental stress. Environmental stress happens when our environment or our conditions are not being perceived by us as optimal for whatever we need to do. And then last stress is the physical stress. This is the stress that many people experience. And this is the stress that happens when our body either don't work either don't work as they could work, or they don't work and they're not functioning as we wish they would. So, what happens when we grow up? I'm just 39, but I can tell you that I can see the difference from my 20s. I used to be very energetic, full of energy, and I used to multi-skill and all those sort of things. But now I'm not used to it anymore, and I don't like that kind of rhythm. And many times I've asked myself, what's wrong with me? I need my body to function, at least not as if I was 20, but even just a fraction of it. So I'm not used anymore not to have that energy, and so I experience physical stress. So I hope this was useful for you, and I hope you got a bit of awareness of where your the stress that you experience in your life may come from. And when when you're able to pinpoint the stress that you're experiencing and where it's coming from, just feel what's going on in yourself, what's coming up from that awareness that you're gaining, and what can you do to change your circumstances, what can you do to meet your needs, for example. So I hope this was useful. I hope this was clear. My name is Elisa Nkishano. I'm an energy leadership coach, and I will see you the next time. Take care.